obviously just look beautifully effortless. So could you let us know what was it like? What was so different about this show?
I mean, for me, it was a lot of fun. First of all, like we've spoken about colors, colors, colors. More than that, I'll also tell you that it's comfortable. Like, very rarely do you get as a model or an actor or someone who's walking the ramp to wear comfortable clothes, and you're not like, "Acha, I'm going to wear this later. I am going to wear this later. I can carry this bag later." You know, and it goes really well together. It's a lot of fun. It's very comfortable. You can wear it in the day. You can wear it in the evening. It depends on how you accessorize it. So, it was a lot of fun. I mean, there was a whole spunk to the collection, Jodi into Caprese, and then into me, and then into Despacito. So I had a great time.
Karuna, what was it like when you were ideating, okay, who am I going to get my showstopper for? How did it all land up to Rhea?
I think she's a really very natural choice for both the brands. And I mean, Rhea, someone who's kind of like a trendsetter, you know, she's like an icon for the youth. And that's the audience we're looking at as well. So it was really natural for us to have Rhea on board.
When it comes to the overall look, because you just mentioned for millennials of today, it's the perfect go-to option. Yeah. Everything in terms of putting your entire look together for the day is so important. And right from the hair and makeup to the clothes to the accessories, everything is on point. So what was it like conceptualizing the show with the hair and makeup team, the Caprese team, all of that? Could you let us know what went into creating this collection?
Like Rhea said, the idea is also to sort of make a statement, but also needs to be effortless. So, you know, the look was something very easy, very chilled out. We didn't sort of want to, you know, have it overdone and stuff. So keeping the vibe of the clothes and the bags, I mean, it was dressy, but at the same time, I think it was really effortless. That's what we were thinking of when we were ideating.
True. Yeah. Rhea, your hair and makeup looks absolutely stunning. Drop dead gorgeous, seriously.
Thanks to Lakme.
Could you let us know any final thoughts? Could you give tips to the girls of today, how they should be dressing, what they need to keep in mind?
I think taking from this show, I would like to say that, I mean, dress fun, dress young, like, do whatever you want to do. Like, wear fun things. Don't just wear things because they're in trend. Be comfortable. That's the key. And yeah, I think colors is the motto of the day. So go colors. Do it.
Really well said. Thank you so much to our beautiful panel here. Thank you so much to Mr. Sudeep Ghosh. Just a request, could we have media ask a couple of questions as well?
Hi, good. Michelle, she's always charming, you know, like she's like a sunshine. जहाँ पे भी जाती हैं, बिल्कुल, you know, when we are running around her like during paparazzi, so she is always fine. Sir, do you think you would be taking her as a brand ambassador for your brand?
That's a tricky one. So we do have one brand ambassador. She's lovely. She's as beautiful as any brand ambassador could be and any brand would like. Currently, we don't have the budgets. We will have the budgets and would love to have her. As I said, you know, this brand is going to grow. It's been growing at a very, very fast pace. And hopefully, as the time goes and as we look forward for the next brand ambassador, she would be around.
So it's all on record now.
All on record, of course. I'm not going back on this.
Leave it to Sumit to ask the hard-hitting questions.
You want to? And this is great.
What can we find in your bag?
What can you find in my bag?
Yeah,
ऐसे कैसे बता दूँ?
Others, not me,
Other people want to know. Very few things actually. House keys, because if I'm late, then I don't want to wake up my parents. Mobile phone, obviously. Charger, portable, very, very important. Lip balm is something I use all over my face. So it just looks shiny and it looks like I'm not wearing any makeup. And rose water. Like it's the secret of my skin.
एक बार वापस retake. आँख मारते हुए.
घर की चाबी, mobile phone, portable charger, lip balm पूरे face के लिए, and rose water. Spray.
Yeah. Thank you. And we take the opportunity for one-on-one.
Yes. Could we request our panel to please come to the front so for a couple of pictures, and then we're going to be doing a couple of one.
I don't like this low angle, yaar. Now, what do you want to do? Bites? Solo? Photo?
ओके ये सबसे पहले तो आपके कलेक्शन पर जाना चाहेंगे आपने जो आउटफिट पहना है उसके बारे में थोड़ा बताइए
ये जो कलेक्शन है जोड़ी लाइफ इनटू कैप्रिसी है बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल कलेक्शन है मेरे हिसाब से कलरफुल है अमेजिंग है कंफर्टेबल है यंग है और मुझे पहन के बड़ा मजा आया तो आप ट्राई करके बताएंगे मुझे
रैम्प का अगर एक्सपीरियंस की बात करिए तो कैसा रैम्प का कैसा एक्सपीरियंस था उसके बारे में बताइए
आई जेन्युइनली लव वॉकिंग ऑन द रैम्प मतलब जब मैं लाइफ में भी वॉक करती हूँ तो मेरे दिमाग में एक साउंड ट्रैक मैं चलाती हूँ स्पेशली अगर आप किसी रूम में एंटर करते हो लोगों को तो थोड़ा ऐसे स्टाइल से वॉक करना मेरा बचपन का हैबिट है तो व्हेन आई गेट अ चांस टू वॉक ऑन द रैम्प आई एम लाइक ये इसके लिए मुझे करना चाहिए एंड आई जेन्युइनली एंजॉय इट पीपल आर वाचिंग यू आर ड्रेस्ड वेल आपको अच्छा लगता है मतलब लोग आपके बाल बनाते हैं आपके मेकअप करते हैं अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े पहनाते हैं फिर वॉक करो
ओके अगर फैशन की अगर बात करिए तो व्हाट्स योर स्टेटमेंट
I think like in general the most you'll find me is in workout clothes like athleisure as they're calling it these days. I think they're comfortable. It makes sense क्योंकि 2 मीटिंग के बीच में अगर मैं जिम जा सकती हूँ तो क्यों ना जाऊँ. This body don't maintain itself, bro.
Okay, tell us about your collection.
So our collection is something that's inspired by the Indian monsoon and caprice as well, the bold colors. It's really young, it's vibrant, it's playful. So it's basically just have fun with fashion and being comfortable like Rhea said.
ओके रिया क्या फैशन टिप्स देना चाहेंगे अपने फैंस को
मैं इतना बोलना चाहूँगी लड़कियों को और लड़कों को कि आप प्लीज़ अपने दिल के अंदर कॉन्फिडेंस रखिए आप सुंदर है बहुत मेकअप मत कीजिए और ज़्यादा टाइट कपड़े ना पहनिए जस्ट बी योर सेल्फ बी कंफर्टेबल वेयर व्हाट यू लाइक वेयर ब्राइट कलर्स इफ़ यू वांट टू एंड बी हैप्पी
और अगर अपकमिंग में अगर कुछ बात करिए तो क्या आने वाला है अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स में आपकी तरफ से
किसमें
अपकमिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स
वैसे तो है 1-2 पर वो मैं आपको ऐसे नहीं बता सकती
जैसे?
वो जैसे कैसे ऐसे हाँ
ओके थैंक यू
थैंक यू
Anjali?
एक भी इधर आ जा भाई
That was a great show that we just witnessed on day 3 of LFW by Urvashi, Joneja and Sahil Aneja. A wonderful, wonderful show. Urvashi, your collection looked absolutely brilliant. In fact, Sarah is sporting one of your looks and she looks absolutely gorgeous. Could you let us know what was the inspiration about that? Because you're a designer that's very versatile in terms of textures and fabrics. So love to hear from you about, what went into this when you were creating this collection.
Hi everyone. So the collection we showcased was our autumn-winter 2017 collection called Concrete, and the inspiration actually came from building blocks and kind of the concrete we see everywhere, especially in a city like Bombay and Delhi. We just keep building, and it kind of took inspiration from a human ambition. That kind of reflects into the buildings that we make, into staircases. So we took those graphics and actually took it all the way, kind of like distorted it, and in the end, what Sarah wore was the hugely distorted print, which looks nothing like what we started with, but it actually still shows the mayhem that we create, and we put our signature colors into it. So yeah, that's what the collection was about. We used a lot of interesting fabrics, a lot of interesting textures. Actually, we've used these amazing tapes that make this velvet texture.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It actually looks quite like an abstract art.
Yeah.
You look beautiful, Sarah. I just want to come to you. How was it like walking for Urvashi? We've seen you all the time at LFW, and every time I'm sure you have a different experience because the collections always are evolving. So what was your thought when you were walking the ramp, and how did you love this dress?
Well, wearing one of Urvashi's creations is always, if nothing else, just fun. It has a certain vibe to it, and I'm always fascinated to hear from her then what went through her mind to create it. And I think that there's this argument across the world right now as to whether fashion comes into the category of being art at all and whether it should be preserved, etc., etc. And I truly believe that when I get into one of Urvashi's creations, it is art. Because to me, I see so many things in it. It's kind of like standing in front of a painting and it says different things to different people. I remember one of her first, actually I'll talk about this one. Like to me, I said it looked like I was holding a plastic bottle in front of the skyline of Bombay on a bright summer morning. Because it literally looks all, what happens to a skyline at that point when you look through it in water. And knowing the thought process, the kind of effort, and then I put it on and it's light and comfortable. And it just makes me feel great. So that's what I think about it.
Are you looking at making this your own?
I may already be.
I see Urvashi nicely, just nodding, yes, she can have it. So I want to take the opportunity now over to Sahil.
So this time actually it was very interesting. We haven't done any heavy embroideries, nothing too heavy on weight. But if you see some of the jackets that we've done, we've taken this really fine tape and made it and cut it and made it into these velvet sort of pops, these geometrical shapes, and kind of made the whole fabric like velvet. And the great thing about it is it's really lightweight. You can travel with that jacket anywhere. And I guess what I really wanted to do this time is actually take our prints to another level and show various, like the one Sarah is wearing. It's got this whole new dimension to the text. It kind of looks like a texture while being flat and easy to wear and a print. So I think that the way I design is that I see the prints, I take my solids, and kind of everything's layered, except for the gowns, obviously. And I actually love the quintessential fit and flare silhouette. I think it's just very you. It's just very me. I love it. I love seeing it on people, and I think it's just so flattering to any body type. And I think it's a myth that people think that only a certain body type can wear. I think if it's fit well, it looks great on anybody.
Sarah, were you given an option to choose the outfit from the collection?
I love the one I'm wearing. I also saw a beautiful, was it sort of like a teal with purple print on it? Another sort of princess cut. Yeah, this other sort of big dress. So yeah, that's just, I think maybe that one. Yeah.
And does this define your personal style?
It absolutely does. And it mostly does, because I was saying this earlier. I could totally wear this dress with white sneakers. And to me, anything that can be worn with sneakers is something I want to own. So, yeah.
Ara, if you could come to the front so we could take a couple of pictures.
I think it's hard to really be thinking of anything when you're walking the ramp, except I hope I don't trip. That's, I think, one of the biggest things that anyone's, and I indefinitely land up tripping at least once. But no, I don't think anything's really going through my mind when I'm on the ramp.
So, would you add this to your wardrobe?
Absolutely, yeah. I would add most of Urvashi's creations to my wardrobe.
So, give us a peekaboo into your, current wardrobe, current additions rather.
My current editions? Well, I'm not a habitual shopper. So, like, the last thing I bought for my wardrobe was... Oh, yeah, okay. So I went to Thailand on a girly holiday, and I think I bought a couple of new bikinis, but that's about it.
सर अगर बात करें तो अगर फैशन की तो आपकी नज़र फैशन की डेफिनेशन क्या है?
मेरे क्या?
आपकी नज़र में फैशन की डेफिनेशन क्या है?
फैशन की डेफिनेशन सर हम तो कल तक यहीं पे रहेंगे फिर अगर मैंने फैशन की डेफिनेशन आपको बता दिया लेकिन फिलहाल फैशन टू मी इज आई थिंक somebody that's a walkie I think fashion is just what makes you feel good. To me, this is my very own personal definition. Fashion as an industry means a completely different thing. Fashion as an art means a completely different thing. लेकिन मेरा जो खुद का definition है fashion का वो है जो I think what is individual to you, what makes you feel good, what you think is fashionable and comfortable. Yeah, for me, fashion, comfort is they go hand in hand.
So, a lot of colors on this particular outfit.
Yeah.
Which color is your favorite?
Oh, so Urvashi is known for her colors, her colorful outfits, but I think that there's a particular shade of teal that I saw in this collection in one particular garment that I really love because I lean towards teals and aquas and things like that.
What do you have to say about Lakme Fashion Week? Day 3, how is it going? The energy here?
Oh gosh, I don't need an excuse to be at Fashion Week. I love coming. The energy it's always buzzing, and I always say this year after year that my most favorite place to be in Lakme Fashion Week is backstage. It's the most funnest, most energetic. The designers are sweating, the models are dancing. There's there's so much of L-net hairspray in the air that it'll probably be in everyone's blood. It's fun, and I love that, and that's what keeps me coming back every time.
The makeup is very minimal, so that's how you will like.
I decided to keep it that way on purpose because I didn't. The dress is so. It's like an explanation in itself. I didn't need anything else in terms of the hair and the makeup. So it was a deliberate effort to keep the makeup really minimal.
Okay, how do you take care of your hair?
How do I take care of my hair? One second, hang on. Let me do this very quickly. Let me answer this. I will leave, then you can. So how do I take care of my hair? I do chamomile tea in my hair, in my roots, to keep the scalp cool and calm. And then I use, I'm a big Kerastase girl, so I have all my products are Kerastase. And every once in a while, I might do like coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil, kind of like just a massage, but not on the roots. And your hair is actually mostly what you eat, so I make sure I eat well. Thanks.